What are some of the questions they ask you?
Most common question, asked, unasked, that's at the front of every meeting, is how much time do I have in my house? The next is, what do I do? Um, and,
How do you determine how much time they have left in their house?
well, if you defend the complaint with any sense of competence whatsoever, you have a year,
Okay.
probably a little more.
Okay.
And the goal in that year is to put people into a place where they can be better off financially moving forward than before they went into foreclosure.
Okay. So in other words, there's a condition usually in the family that led to foreclosure, and now you're
And
going to try to address that as well.
yes, it's a holistic approach. It's not just how do I solve this one symptom, which is there's a foreclosure complaint out there and it's making my life miserable or making my client's life miserable. It's how can I make their entire financial and therefore their whole lives better. And it's not it's not that hard to understand how to do it because most of the time people are in foreclosure through no fault of their own. Somebody got sick and there's a giant medical bill. Somebody got sick and it was a breadwinner for the family. Someone got laid off work. Someone, had a reduction in pay for another reason. It happens. And it has terrible consequences on people who have fixed expenses that they no longer can meet. It doesn't mean anything other than the fact that bills aren't being paid. That's it. But when somebody comes to me and I sit there and I say to them, look, your income's down. These are your expenses. You told me that you're looking for work. If I gave you 6 months to get your income back up to something that you could handle these basic expenses, could you do it? If the answer is no, I can help, but it's a different conversation, a different mechanism for helping. If the answer is yes, then great. That's a separate conversation, and that to deal with that second part. What to do when a client comes in who says, I'm going to be back more or less in the financial saddle in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. All right. So, what I need to do is I need to keep this bank off your back, lift the stress off your family, lift the pain that you're going through and the distractions you're going through. I need to eliminate that and give you some reassurances as to what's going to happen, what I'm going to do, what you're going to do. And at the end of a period of time, we're going to assess if you're back in making enough money to be able to handle a payment here. Great. Then let's get there. And then before we're done with the relationship, you'll have cleared up all of your revolving debt, either by bankruptcy or you will have negotiated and paid it off. So that to mean your credit cards are gone, your medical bills are gone, and you're back to your basic expenses, which means that if we end up modifying the loan 9 months from now through the foreclosure process, you are going to be a much better financial position having come to me and been through foreclosure than if you hadn't.